So I heard that you wanted to see some casually classic items with a slight twist from Estia. Well, I've done that for you. I specifically chose casually classic items, and Estia are very kindly sponsoring this video for you. There will be a discount code, of course, and details of that discount will be in the description box. Simplicity and comfort equals a timeless style in my world, and Estia actually do that very well. They also do some very edgy items as well. I think, you know, for me, I do like the edgy, but I also like the slightly elevated classics too, which is what we're looking at today. Now, these are my measurements, and all items that I'm trying and showing you are in a size small. First up is this little modern length, sort of cropped at the waist, not cropped, little black top. Now it has a high neck, not very high. It has a neck to lower neck, sleeveless, black, as you can see. I've said it as black. You can see it's black. It's made of 50% rayon, which is a partially natural fibre, because that is sort of reconstituted cellulose, and cellulose, you know, comes from plants. But it also has some elastane in, which gives it that feeling of a little bit of stretch, a little bit of comfort there. Well, actually a lot of comfort, to be honest, but it gives it a little bit of stretch. It feels soft and slinky, and it's a little bit thicker than your summer slinky top. So for a summer evening, in air conditioning, in those transitional seasons like spring and autumn, it's that sort of perfect weight. Now, on the side, it has a bit of gaping, just a tiny bit. And that I find really attractive, because that's a part of us that doesn't age, isn't it? I know, it's a waistline, yeah, but we're talking about the side view here. And that skin doesn't wrinkle, doesn't age, you haven't got the crepey bits, you know, it's quite an attractive way of doing the sort of that skin trend that's around. I think it's really feminine touch to the item. But if you're wearing high rise, you're not even going to see that. The underarms on me have no gaping, which also is wonderful. I think it's a really feminine modern top, and I don't feel like I'm sort of mutton dressed as lamb in a top like this that's showing a bit of skin. And quite frankly, I don't care about my arms. You know, I'm 62. My arms aren't going to look brilliant. I'm proud of having got to that age and having arms like this. They've done a lot of work over the years. I love the waist length. It is fabulous for petites. Obviously also for if you're more of a regular height as well. But for us petites, where we have difficulty finding things that are going to look absolutely great on us, this is one that will. Now this looks great, for instance, with some smart black trousers, and because this is quite a slim fit top, you can go for palazzo style or wide leg trousers. You could go for a maxi skirt, you know, so that you're going to get in that palazzo effect, but with a skirt. Black maxi skirt would look fabulous. I don't have one to show you. But I am showing a shorter skirt. This is midi, this is from last year, and it's from the Estia collection. If it is still available, I'll link it down below for you. But you can see it looks great with that. It also looks great with jeans. Just dress up with jeans with the little top like this. Oh, and as for this skirt, it has pockets. So this is a great top for dressing up and dressing down. Now Estia has shops in Paris. I tell you, if I was in Paris going to their store, I would just have such a rummage. I would spend a fortune, because their items are so interesting. You know, you've got the edgy, and then you've got the classic, and you've got something sitting in the middle as well. There's something for everyone. Anyway, their online store is the prices are in dollars, and it's based in the US, I believe, the online shopping. Now my next item is the trousers that I was showing you, the slightly wide leg trousers that did go beautifully with this top. Now these unusually have a rear zip because they're a dressy trouser. They've also got pockets, and they're a sort of a transitional season weight as well. So great again for going out in the evening to an air-conditioned environment in the summer. You know, even in the UK we have air-conditioned restaurants and so on. So perfect for that. Now at my 5'2", I did have to take them up 3 inches, but that was fine. I used that Wonder Web and just sort of ironed them up. And obviously if you're a regular height, you're not going to have to worry about that. They do look great. Once they're taken out for us petites, they do look great as they would to you on a regular height. Just a lovely pair of smart trousers. They've got a belt, which is an attractive detail. So the belt kind of, you wouldn't replace the belt. It's sewn into the side. It does up at the front. It's got a big ring that adds attractive detail to the trousers. And so you're not going to wear a long top with it. One, because of the shape of the trouser, a long top would swamp the trouser and make you look frumpy. But also you're not going to want to hide that waistline and the belt. So a top like this looks beautiful because it's the right length and the right shape. You've got a wide trouser, you've got a narrower top. Oh, and did I say they've got pockets? Yes, they've got side pockets. Now a top that is absolutely gorgeous, and it kind of reminds me of wedding dress. It reminds me of, in a way, my mum's wedding dress, actually. I remember, and also I think she's had a blouse like this before when I was young. She had a blouse like this in her wardrobe, but it's got detail on it. It's not embroidered, it's part of the material. It's lined, slash neck line. It's thick for those transitional season evenings, but also it will look fabulous in the winter for a festive event with the black trousers. It will look gorgeous with those. Smart outfit, that is a smart outfit for you, festive seasons or summer evening event, summer wedding. You want to wear trousers rather than a skirt maybe, or a summer party. That outfit is ready-made. It's slightly tucked in at the waist and then sort of comes out, but it's not long, it's not like a tunic. So it does work with those trousers, for instance, and it's feminine because of that shape too. Lined, as I said, sort of slightly peplum then where it shapes out. It has a zip at the side for doing up here under the arm. Just a zip there all the way down. So you can put it on and easily move around within it to get your arms up and through the arms and so on. And the sleeves are sort of funnel sleeves. You know, they're straight down to here and then they funnel out. And at the back, it's got little pleats in, not pleats, what they're called, darts. That's right, it's got darts here to give it shape and darts at the front as well to give it shape. Now, it's not too long on me either, so it's going to be fantastic for regular height and for petite. As I said, it looks beautiful with the black trousers. Ready-made outfit, I can't reinforce that. Ready-made outfit. If you're petite, just take the trousers up 3 inches. And honestly, this is not out there edgy. This is a modern look, modern classic. It's going to last years. That's not going to date. This outfit is not going to date. And then if you're thinking about, say, the festive season, it's an outfit perfect for that as well because the weight of it will do for those sort of winter evenings where the heating's on. So if you want to think ahead and plan your festive outfits, now I am a great one for believing in that. In order to have a functional wardrobe, we need to be buying things when we see them and not wait until we actually need them. Now, my next item is a jacket. Now, these sort of modern cropped or waist-length jackets are all the rage at the moment, especially without a collar, as this one is showing as well. This one has got sort of piping on it. It's sort of a rope piping effect in blue and white and a bit of navy as well. Bronze buttons. This jacket, although it's modern at the moment and very fashionable, it won't date. A functional pocket, although why would you want to stuff something in there? I don't know. But anyway, there was a functional pocket. You know, I don't know, you might have say in a hotel, you got a hotel room card. You know, that's going to be flat in there if you needed to put something in there. Yeah, you're not going to put something that's going to bulge out, are you? You're going to just look quite odd. On me, because I do have short arms, I do need to roll these sleeves up, so I've tucked them under there. Let me show you. Without that, you know, you've got a tweed effect underneath the piping, so beyond it, but I have to tuck it up to around where the piping is. Now, every jacket I have to. It's just automatic. As soon as I put a jacket on, my hand goes to my sleeve and tucks the sleeve up. That is just automatic with me. And if you are a short-armed person, you will relate to that, I'm sure. Now, the tweed does have a little bit of black in it, so it does go really well with black. It does go very well with a black top that's got the slightly high neckline, and that's because the neckline's higher than the neck of the crop jacket. And I did do a video on crop jackets and how to wear them here. And that video, I explain that the neckline needs to be higher or lower. Now wearing it, say, with the black top, that goes absolutely beautifully. This is great for women who are low contrast, and by low contrast, they don't have, they're either very dark or very light. And I would say in this case, it's a dark contrast. This would look fantastic on, because you've got dark with dark. Now I'm more of a medium contrast, so I actually prefer a lighter top underneath a dark. So I would wear this with a white or ivory camisole underneath it, or a white or ivory polo neck jumper. In the winter, a turtleneck jumper would look fantastic, because then I've got the mix of the light and the dark. And I've done a video on contrast as well, which I will actually point you to here. And here, so I'm showing it, but then with a light top here with a low neck. And again, because the low neck works well with the crew neck of the jacket. So it's a light old camisole I've had hanging around for a while. Love this camisole, but still, I don't think I can share it with you or link it, but you know, you've probably got camisoles, you know what I'm meaning. Fabulous with jeans. And because of the indigo colour of it, the navy colour, great look with jeans. Now, a sweater, you might think for, you know, the spring, that sort of transitional season, the sweaters rather than unusual items to be showing. But actually, you can get some very chilly evenings, and you want something cosy to just pop over yourself, particularly in the transitional seasons. But then in the summer, sometimes you actually just want something to pop over yourself. And I think that a grey colour is great for spring. Now, I absolutely love an elevated, casual, relaxed fit sweater. I always have. I think they are just so stylish. And this one does fit and tick all of my boxes. It's grey, which is softer than black, and it's more flattering against my face for a sweater, because a sweater is a big bulky material, and so for a big bulky sweater in black, that would just be a bit too overpowering on me. So grey, fantastic. Less aging. The shoulders are slightly dropped, but it's got edging at the sort of a dropped shoulder, which gives it an elevated style and look about it. Now this can be styled then, say, with a pendant. It could be styled with the big earrings, big bold earrings, so it looks fabulous like that. Or more chunky modern jewellery now that we're seeing, that I've also mentioned in another video here, but chunky jewellery that we used to wear years ago, back in fashion. Opportunity, chunky sweater, use your chunky jewellery. Now I mentioned how a sweater like this would be really useful in the summer. So say a summer skirt. So then you just need to cosy up in the evening because it's got chilly. Put your sweater over it. It looks fantastic. Now a sweater like this is not going to go with, say, palazzo pants, because this is a relaxed fit. But if you were a tall lady, actually, an oversized look would look lovely. But for the regular height and for petites, we're going to need a more straighter or skinny trouser with our sweater. Now the skirt works because that's A-line, so we've got some coming away from beneath the sweater, giving it some shape. But a straight trousers, so I'm using some straight faux leather trousers here. It's a great silhouette, a relaxed jumper with trousers like this. This is comfortable because it's got some acrylic in it and some spandex. I'm expecting this jumper is going to last me years in my wardrobe. Or should I say sweater? You know what I mean. In the UK we say jumper. Now I'm going to show you a dress, and if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I have a dress that I have worn from Esdeer a few times over the last season or so, and it's a little bit, probably not going to suit everybody. It's a little bit flamboyant, it's very floral and so on. It is still available if you want it. I've got a lot of use out of it, but I thought you would want to see something just a little bit more classic than that. So how about this one for a summer wedding or summer party, garden party? It's a gorgeous light green, just as my other dresses. It has feminine puff sleeves, an attractive collared neckline, poppers that come in and do up at the V-neck, poppers around the waist that gives it waist definition, and a belt as well. It's got a pretty petticoat then that's layering out from underneath, which is really pretty feminine detail without it being as foofy, as my husband calls my other dress, foofy, without being as foofy as the other one that I have. Now with a belt like this and the loops, you could actually put your own belt in there. So you could swap it out for, say, a white leather belt or a gold chain belt even. You know, think about the belts you might have that you'd actually want to wear if you didn't want the sash style belt that it comes with. And it pulls in at the waist, which is flattering. And on me, at 5'2", it's not too long, but obviously at a more at a taller age, a more regular height, this is going to come to just below the knee type length, which actually is going to look fantastic. So now we have an ivory blouse, the one I'm wearing. This also has long sleeves. So I have used the cuffs I was talking about, these things, to keep the sleeves up. But did you notice, on all of this, did you notice I had that on? No, I'm sure you didn't. Comment down below if you noticed that I actually had used things, elastic things, to keep the sleeves up on me. Now it has a button at the back here, which you can undo to put it on, but I don't need to. I just did the button up as soon as it arrived, and I'm pulling it on because there's enough space here to actually get this over my head. Now I love this metallic detail at the neckline. It's belted again, it's got a sash, it's got loops, so you could put, and it's a detachable belt, so you could put your own belt around it if you wanted to. Now like the sweater, it's going to be most flattering with straight or skinny trousers or jeans. If you were wearing it with trousers or jeans, or a skinny shaped skirt like a pencil skirt, that would look fantastic with a blouse this shape. What that does is give us an elevated silhouette because you've got variation in the width of and the flow of the item at the top and the item at the bottom. This is a great evening event blouse. And think of your festive events again. As I mentioned, I like to buy things when I see them, so I'm not struggling when I need it. So plan in advance. That is a functional wardrobe. You've already got what you need in your wardrobe when you need it. Right, now we're coming on to a blazer, and this reminds me so much of what we used to call, when we were in our teens and 20s, a hacking jacket, and they were incredibly popular. I absolutely lived in mine as a young 20s, late teens, young woman. Anyway, I had one in black and white. Now this is green and white, which is softer, and it's more, it comes across as being like black, but it's softer because it's green. Again, I had to roll up the sleeves, but it would look just as good using these cuffs again. I would just ruche the sleeves up with these elastic cuffs. So useful. You've got to get them. If you have short arms, you have to get these. I will link them down below for you. You see the detail, the green lining? Very attractive. Very, very attractive. It's a double-breasted effect look. I think, again, a blazer like this is great with straight trousers. So straight jeans, it's going to look great with white jeans. Your indigo jeans, this colour will go with those. It'll go with a light wash colour jean, with black, with your faux leather trousers. This is a great casual day look. And it's going to look fantastic for whether you're in Australia and it's the autumn now for you, or whether you're in the Northern Hemisphere and it's spring. This is a great transitional season jacket. Do remember that to go to the description box and look up the discount, because it will vary according to your purchases.